you want me to show you just the few other books I have stacked up, and then?
Sure. And then, but we're gonna do we have our rapid fire questions that we're gonna ask you.
Okay, we'll do that too.
Yeah. All right.
The lightning round.
Technically, you
Yeah.
got
Oh,
it.
that's great.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Friggin' master.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is true, but I like in art school, someone said like he just retired and just went around and drew. But I don't think that's really true. But I like to think of that he
Yeah,
just
yeah.
stopped doing his regular job and went around and started drawing.
That sounds like a good life to do
Yeah,
that.
right. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Senpai.
Yes, I have that.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah.
Yeah, like just
He's
Yep.
his like
yeah, he's one of my
proportions,
favorites.
like
Yeah.
these little figures and
Oh, it's
just
just
the way. Yeah, it's
absolutely
just so
like,
good.
yeah.
What? Say it again. Sorry,
No,
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
Yep.
I just love
You know?
it.
And then Quentin Blake.
Ah, okay.
So this is a really good one.
I've never seen that one.
Right, let me find. Where's this? Oh, there's actually another one I have that has those. But wait, I'll find. Look at this.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So great. And there's a great drawing video of him drawing. And then
Yeah, YouTube. I give all my students the video to watch of him drawing.
yeah, on the light box.
An example of like he will draw something directly with ink, and he'll do it like 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. He has one paper that on to the left that's his like practice paper, and then he has his final illustration, and that's how he does it. He gives himself muscle memory, and he just turns and he does his final.
Yeah.
It's like magic.
And then Wallace Tripp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of just discovered him.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's so good. And
Yeah.
this is Wallace Tripp too. Grandpa's just on the back. Just look at the characters. Like
he's great.
you know, they're just so good. And then my friend just sent me this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Right? It's Nancy, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're really strange. I never. He's like obsessed with them.
Yeah.
He really is. And so he sent me
Sure.
it, and I love them. They're so different than I thought they were. I think I was thinking that they were like wasn't there like a Harvey Comics dot or something?
Right.
Was there a dot or something?
Yeah, there is
you know?
dot.
And they was so yeah, right?
Yeah.
Little dot. That's I think what it is. And then,
Nancy and Soto is like surreal in a lot of ways.
and then my real obsession right now is Shel Silverstein. So this is more his adult stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Different dances. I mean, Where the Sidewalk Ends and all those are fantastic. I want to just find one
Is
page
this a
to show
new
you.
obsession, or did you grow up with him?
Oh, I'll tell you my Shel Silverstein story. Again, another class. I had typing class. And back then I was like, why do I need typing class? Because this was before computers, kids.
Yeah.
And I sat in the back, and it was like up in this room like above the gym where they did all kinds of stuff. And all the typewriters were there. And I sat in the back, and there was this little bookshelf, and that's Where the Sidewalk Ends was there. And I was like, what is this book? And I was like, oh, these drawings right away. You know, the drawing on the cover. I was like, oh. Yeah. And I put it on my lap, and I read it. And then when the teacher would come around, I would pretend to type. And then I'd go back to reading it. So I never learned how to type. Shel Silverstein was like huge for me. I'm sorry. I want to find one page.
I did not grow up with
layout.
Shel Silverstein. So it wasn't until I had a kid that then I had the
Oh.
book, and then I kind of realized
the way this
the deal.
is set up, and then it goes across to this page, and then across.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, and just his line work, and I got he drew a lot for Playboy, but it was all going on location and drawing. So I never knew he did that, and so I got that book, and I was worried. I was like, Playboy, all right. And it's great. It's just him drawing like around different countries and stuff.
Cool.
And it's just, and he draws himself with just like his board under his arm and a bag and, you know, his pens and stuff. And I'm just like, oh man. Yeah. So he's just, I can't find any videos of Shel Silverstein drawing. Supposedly he didn't do any pencil or under drawings or anything. So
I believe it because of the way his line is. I believe it.
Yeah. But some of them are really like complicated. And I'm like, and then I don't know if he went back with some white out, if, you know, the thing wasn't quite in front of the other thing. But anyway, rapid fire. I'm ready.
You're ready. Okay.
How many are there?
All right.
I'm going to win.
One artist I want to ask you about before we get into that real quick.
Sure.
Ronald Searle.
Oh, One of my favorites. One of my
Okay.
all-time favorites. Fantastic. He was so good. So my teacher, Dave Pastelacqua, they were both hired to draw on a job on location.
Mm,
And they were both in the same hotel room. And
wow.
Ronald Searle sitting at the desk, and he drew each piece or character separately, and he was moving them around to figure out the composition. And Dave was kind of like, it kind of ruined it for him because he was such a big fan of him and
Yeah.
always thought he just sat down and drew, but
Right.
he was like composing it or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he was just like, I never thought that he did that. But he also drew with Mont Blanc fountain pens and had them numbered like me with like pieces of tape and stuff. So I always loved that. And then he had, so the feud nib, he had a Schaefer pen that he dropped, and so it bent the other way, and it drew like that. So his thick lines are drawn with that,
Yeah.
which the feud nib just goes the other way. It's the same principle, though.
Right.
Yeah, it's really cool. I love him. I love Ronald Searle. He's fantastic. Sal Steinberg, too. I've been looking at him a lot. And there's the Alfred Hitchcock movie that he did the opening credits, The Problem with Harry, or...
Oh, yeah. The Trouble with Harry?
He did the opening credits, and Ronald Searle did the opening credits to The Magnificent Men and Their Flying Machines. I used to, so when I had VHS, I used to collect opening titles to movies that were animated and stuff, and put them all on one tape, which you really can't do that anymore, right? Like, I guess on the computer you could do it. I don't know. And then I would just watch that. So, so I collected a bunch of those different ones.
Cool. Oh, there's so many great ones. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of like cool ones back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Especially the animated ones.
People need to do that again.
Any other? Yeah. Who are your favorites?
Go ahead, Chris.
Well, that's a big one, and I could see him in your work. A lot of them, and you mentioned the reportage cartooning, and like he did a lot of great.
He did a lot of that. Really good. Yeah.
But of course, Pogo, Walt Kelly, Pogo.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's like totally different type of line, still the line itself is very important, part of it. I just picked this up. He's not an older artist, but one I've gotten into. Just came out.
Oh. Yes. Is that Red Riding Hood?
She's in there, yeah.
Yeah. I think I have that one.
I love Matthew Forsythe.
Oh yeah, Matthew. He did Pogo.
The drum.
Pogo. Yeah. And Mina's a great book. I haven't quite figured out how he even does all that.
Right.
I think it's paint, and then maybe, I don't know, the way he does like colors and shapes and the positive and negative against each other is really good.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
fantastic.
So good.
Yeah, he's really good. Very good.
All right, we're going to do our rapid fire question.
Okay, rapid fire.
Okay, all right. Okay, so if you have to pick only one cartoon character out of all the cartoon characters that exist, they can be from animation, comic strips, comic books, anything. Your favorite cartoon character that exists.
I gotta go Snoopy because I had a stuffed Snoopy, or Winnie the Pooh. I had a stuffed Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
too.
Yeah.
So Snoopy or Winnie the Pooh. But the Disney Winnie the Pooh, I knew before, yeah. I would have to go one of those.
You can only choose one.
But in Schoolhouse Rock, Xavier Sarsaparilla.
Yeah.
It goes over and over. He has the rhino and the other one and the other one, and they all go in a hot air balloon. When I become really rich and famous, I want to buy the rights to that and use them as characters for a movie or something. Because just all three of them, he's got a rhino and a
kangaroo.
Now I can't remember. I should know it, but and their names are just great,
right? Isn't it? Because
an armadillo,
sarsaparilla,
and a kangaroo,
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and their names are just so great, and then they go in this hot air balloon.
Schoolhouse Rock, because we haven't had anyone mention Schoolhouse Rock yet. And
I love Schoolhouse Rock.
Rock is everything. Is everything.
When I'm stressed out, I put on Schoolhouse Rock. Right. I have it digitally now on like Amazon or something, and I just watch those. And
do you have a favorite Schoolhouse Rock cartoon? Is it that one? Is that your favorite?
That one and the exclamations with the turtle and they're camping.
Oh no!
I love that one.
Got home from camping last spring.
Yes, that one. Yeah. And there is one more that I love. I can't remember now.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
Conjunction Junction is always good, but it's not really
Classic.
my favorite.
Yeah. Right.
I'll think of
Exclamation
it.
is like interjection for excitement.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's my proof is nothing has worked as well as Schoolhouse Rock to like engrave knowledge on brains. Like
Right?
I can
Yeah.
say the whole preamble. Like I like everything.
Yeah.
It's like just like it's all engraved.
Yeah. Oh, the number 8 is really beautiful
Oh
too.
yeah.
That's like a beautiful one. Yeah. It's like and the number 3 one too.
And oh, you mean the
3 is a magic number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also Jack Johnson sang that, and I have that, and I listened to it, so that should be in my head from that.
Man and
Yeah,
woman,
those are
that little
great.
baby. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. All right. So if you had to pick only one cartoon thing, be it a book, a movie, a show, a comic strip, so one cartoon that you would revisit and go back to over and over again.
Well, here you go. There's one called Twice Upon a Time. Have you guys ever seen that? It's fantastic. I finally was able to get it on DVD, and I actually still have a DVD player, but it's really hard. Well, it's on YouTube, I think. Look up Twice Upon a Time. I don't know if it's the one that I would go to, but it's really incredible. It was supposedly done with all little cut pieces of paper for the characters, and they just kind of stop motioned it on a lighted light table. And some of the designs are incredible. And where did I see something?
40 Films and Lucasfilm.
Yeah. And there was some legal thing with the creator so that it doesn't really get a release that much, and you can't buy it digitally.
I don't know.
And then Robin Hood, Disney's Robin Hood, is always but Secret of the Kells. So beautiful. And so friggin' good. Like to use that. Okay, so here's an book, the Book of Kells, and then the way they use that to tell that story.
Right.
And I always equate it to like kind of like the Wiz from the Wizard of Oz, like, you know, and now we have Wicked, but I think the Wiz even did it better, like from Wizard of Oz, and then to do the Book of Kells and then the Secret of Kells, and to use that design sense and everything is just, and that's what animation should be. Like they're so trying to like make everything so realistic with the computer animation and stuff. It's like I want to see the Secret of Kells where like they flatten all the trees out and they climb up and this pattern instead. That's what excites me. That, you know, like like Bugs Bunny and all those where like it was so abstract. It was like this shape, and then there was like one leaf, and you're like, oh, it's a tree, you know, but you knew it was a tree, you know, it's like better than a tree,
right?
You know, that's the whole point.
Yeah,
that's the whole point of cartooning and art and drawing and animation is to make it better than what, you know, because we have film, we could just film something anyway. Don't get me started.
So, I'm going to ask you because as part of the questions, do you have a favorite medium?
Pen and ink. Pen and ink, yeah. I mean, I'm like, well, I should really draw. I should do maybe something else. I should do a book in pencil. And then I tried, and I'm like, oh, I miss my pens. So, yeah, pen and ink. But I did like doing the printmaking for Blackbird. Yellow Sun. Those were really fun. I really enjoyed them. There's something like just gratifying about it, and it's very direct. It's very like you cut out the shape out of cardboard, you print it, and then you walk like, and you just have this thing, you know. And I love that about it, you know. So
so, money's no object.
Oh,
whatever you want to do is going to be green lit. Dream project, dream as big as you can. Dream project,
like movie or anything.
Anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to do a movie stop motion animation on Hansel and Gretel. It's one of my favorites, and I want to do that. Like, and pretty not like a retelling, not a modernization, just kind of pretty much to the story. The story is good, you know. The other one is Billy Goat's Gruff, but it's too short, like, you know. But it's one I love that story. And
where you get to design all of the little stop motion puppets and
yeah, exactly, yeah. But someone else animates because I tried animation and I don't have the patience for it. I'm not. I just don't have that sense of movement that way. Right, exactly, and let the animators animate. Yeah. I did a stop motion movie, short movie, Baron von Button, based off of Baron Munchausen, but he was
Nice.
Button. And it was through this whole Button world and stuff, but there's a lot of work. And anyway, yeah. So that I think I think Hansel and Gretel, and then I would like to do more. Not that I've done any. I would like to do wordless picture books. But also, like, actually, one of the other things I would love to do is I'm obsessed with King Kong, and I would love to create Godzilla and King Kong, but my own monster that's as like that. Does that make sense? And I've been thinking for years, and I still haven't come up with anything. So
I'd say I love.
but the millions of dollars, the no money, that would help me
Yeah.
get there.
How do you feel about Mighty Joe Young? I used to cry. King
Yeah.
Kong is a little sad, but Mighty Joe Young used to make me like burst
Yeah.
out into tears. Like, I
I
can't
know.
handle it. Every Sunday afternoon, you'd watch Abbott and Costello, and then afterwards, you'd watch the monster movies.
Or with some Tarzan one, like Tarzan joins the Foreign Legion or something, like just totally ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have an absolutely favorite thing to draw? One thing that you just find you draw all the time.
I find, like, when I draw buildings and mechanical things, for some reason I'm like really comfortable with that, but I try to break out of that, you know? I think it's more just having the story and having the story in my head and trying to figure out the story. There's a song I think Greg Glaswell sings about. I like how the day seemed through this song. Like it's a song about writing a song and how he likes going through the day with that. And I love going through my day with a story in my head and thinking about it, but also the world is they kind of mix a little bit and stuff. So, and then drawing something that comes from that is my favorite thing. And creating worlds, like creating these worlds, I would say is really my favorite thing. Does that answer the question? Or was I supposed to pick like an animal? Platypus! No, I've never drawn a platypus.
Do you have it?
But I do love elephants.
Yeah. Is there something that you don't like to draw? That you'd rather not draw?
Can I tell you, bicycles are kind of a pain in the ass? I mean, sometimes I get it and I do it, and then next time I go and I'm like, how the fuck do they go together? I can't figure it out again. But then I just drew one, you know, and then it's the secret is it's two triangles that meet in the middle. That's where the seat and the gear shift, the pedals are, and then the front fork. Okay, for anyone trying to draw a bus. There you go.
Okay, cool. All right. So, what inspires you the most? It doesn't have to be art. It can be anything in life, but what do you think is your greatest source of like inspiration?
I think it is either a story that I'm excited to work on or a new way of like looking at someone's art and noticing they do something different that I hadn't thought about illustrating something that way, or thinking about when you look at something that's been illustrated and you go, I would never think to illustrate it that way. It's amazing. You know, like that gets me really excited because it's like there's so many possibilities, and like I love seeing that. Like, wow, I would never do it that way. I would never think, how did they get to that point where they did it that way? You know, that gets me excited when I'm looking at art. Did we lose each other?
Steve.
We lost each other. Did you lose my answer?
Just as you were saying, I would never think to do it that way.
Oh, okay. That's pretty much my.
But that's a great answer. And yeah, I think that's the thing, is that you get so excited by the way other artists are seeing the world, and it just makes you want to make more stuff.
And that when you start a story or a project and there's so many possibilities, like it could go a million different, that gets me really excited because like it could be anything. And sometimes the story, like when I say a story, I don't mean like that it's going to be a book. Like sometimes I have a story that could become a sculpture or something. That gets me really excited. Well, what if I did puppets, you know, and stuff, and I let myself and I have to remember to let myself go down those alleys or streets or ideas, because that's what keeps you going, you know, and excited. So
cool.
Very cool.
Okay, last question.
Okay.
This is your life Steve Light moment. What do you hope people take away from your work? What do you hope is the lasting effect of what you make?
I really hope that for the books that a kid finds them and it gives them an escape from they might have some problems going on, and that book gives them that escape at that time. The way I used to use my sketchbook to draw, and shows them that there's these good things out in the world, that, whatever's happening to you at this moment, there's these other great things, and gives them like that comfort. I remember like books being comforting, and the childcraft books and stories, I had those right near my bed. So I used to look at them almost every night. And that was very comforting to be able to open those books and escape into those stories and those worlds, so I'm hoping I do that for some kids.
Yeah.
Of course, when you asked me the question, I thought of the Sesame Street, "This is your life,
Right.
it's Mr. Tree, here's chair and table," Guy Smiley and everything.
Yeah.
"Here's a wooden picture frame." I don't. Great sketch, man. Those are great sketches.
So good.
Anyway, I got a little too serious there. I had to like lighten it a little.
Yeah.
That's totally
Sesame
fine.
But no, that's a great answer.
Thanks. Yeah. Wow. You guys are great.
Well,
You should do like a podcast or something. You should do this with more people. This is a good idea.
I think you might be the 9th, maybe.
Oh, cool.
8 or 9th person
Getting up there, yeah.
We've interviewed so far. But this has been awesome. I knew it would be.
Yeah.
I didn't have a momentary doubt that this wasn't gonna launch like a rocket ship. I knew that it would. Yeah. So but it's super fun to be able to do it and ask you these questions. Even though I
enjoyed it.
I know you well. It's
you
so
probably knew
fun
some of it, but yeah.
to make you answer specific things. And I think that also whoever watches it will get a lot out of it, because you just surely shared a whole hell of a lot in a short amount of time. So it was pretty great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
One last thing.
I had a lot of fun. It was awesome. I have to go because I have to speak tomorrow and I'm tired.
Yeah.
Can we ask you where we can find you, or where others can find you online?
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram, but I've been off of social media for a while. But I should maybe start posting soon. I think Step Light, but if you put in Stephen Light, you'll see my picture. Here I am.
Yeah.
And then do you still do the wwws? www.stevelightart.com is my website. And my books are on Amazon and Candlewick, and there's lots of videos of me singing songs and drawing and my studio and everything. So as my niece said, who didn't know until she Googled me, famous. There's a lot of videos about him. So I don't, it's like, well, kind of, but not really. But yeah, if you want to really see my video, there's like the Princeton blog. I can't remember the name of the blog, but they came and filmed. There's All the Wonders has a video of my studio, and then Princeton has some pictures.
I'll find
between the two, you'll
find it and share the link.
Okay, yeah. So there's, and then like I said, me drawing and singing and all kinds of things. So,
yeah.
Awesome. Right. This has been so much fun. You guys are great.
Oh, I hope
so great. Yeah. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Keep drawing.
I'm gonna hit stop.
Okay.